to know. And the house don't make a sound now, but it creaks like it's aware. There's a knife down in the silence with your name carved in it there. I found it in a drawer half broken, under letters left unread. Every line I tried to follow led me somewhere in my head. The handle won't like it remembers every hand that held it tight. And the edge don't shine like silver, it just swallows up the light. I should've left it where it waited, should've closed that drawer for good. But some things call you without speaking, like you always knew they would. No blood, no crime, no witness there, just something hanging in the air. And every thought I try to frame leads me back to that same name. It's a knife with your name on the side, cut too deep just to hide. No matter how I turn away, it finds a different way inside. Oh, I buried it, I swore I'd try, but it don't stay where you confide. And every scar I can't explain feels like it's spelling out your name. I took it out beneath the streetlight, watched it drink the yellow glow, like it knew just where to cut me in the places I don't show. There's no reflection in the metal, just a shape that shifts and bends, like it's showing me a version of how all of this one ends. I hear your voice in empty corners, not a word, just how it stays, like a pressure in the silence that don't leave me for days. No mark to trace, no trail to see, just something turning into me. And every time I shift the blame, it carves a little more of your name. It's a knife with your name on the side, cut too deep just to hide. No matter how I lock it away, it's always waiting there inside. Oh, I dropped it, watched it slide, but it never left my side. And every wound I can't contain feels like it's calling out your name. Watched it sink without a trace, but the water turned like glass and showed me I was standing in its place. No splash, no sound, no ending given, just the current standing still, like the blade was never in it, like it never left my will. And in that quiet, cold reflection, with the night pulled tight and thin, I stopped seeing it as something, saw where it had always been. It ain't the steel, it ain't the blade, it's every word we never say. Every silence left to grow turns into something sharp below. And names don't fade when they are carved, they linger deeper than the scar. So every cut you try to deny just proves you know exactly why. It's a knife, and now I see it clear. It was never really here. No matter how I tried to fight, it's been in my hands all this time. Oh, I ran, I disappeared, but it followed every year. And every line I thought was mine was just another careful line. And now the house is standing empty, and the drawer is open wide. There's no blade left in the shadows, but I feel it when I try. And if you ever feel that silence, like it's cutting through your breath, check the things you never buried, they don't stay untouched by depth. There's a knife without a warning, there's a truth you can't outrun. And if it's got somebody's name on it, you where I returned, like it remembered what I'd learned. The wind stood still, the sky hung low over something I won't show. No marketplace, no cross to keep, just quiet dirt that runs too deep. And every step I take feels weak, where the truth was buried deep. I came back late past midnight's call, where shadows stretch and silence crawls. The shovel's rust still fits my hand like it recalls what I had planned. The trees lean in like they can hear every thought I brought back here. And every root beneath the ground feels like it's holding something down. I tried to leave, I tried to run, but distance don't erase what's done. And every mile I tried to keep still led me back to buried deep. The earth don't speak, it don't accuse, it just holds tight what we refuse. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's sinking way too deep. The truth was buried deep that night. No wrong, no mercy, no wrong or right, just hands and dirt and something gone that never should have carried on. Oh, I tried to cover what I knew, but it always found a way back through. And every road I tried to leave just circled back beneath my feet. The soil shifts like it remembers what was hidden in September. Every grain a quiet scream from something lost between the seams. I hear no voice, I see no face, but something lingers in this place. Not ghost, not memory, not grief, just something sharper than belief. I kneel down where the ground dips low, where I once forced myself to go. And in the silence I can feel a truth too heavy to conceal. The night don't end, it only bends around the lies we try to mend. And every word I didn't speak still breathes beneath what I made weak. The truth was buried deep that night. No wrong, no mercy, no wrong or right, just hands and dirt and something gone that never should have carried on. Oh, I tried to cover what I knew, but it always found a way back through. And every road I tried to leave just circled back beneath my feet. I dropped the shovel, let it fall, like I don't need to dig at all. Cause what's beneath ain't under there, it's in the weight I always bear. The ground don't crack, it don't reveal, it doesn't have to prove it's real. Cause every step I take away still brings me back another day. And in that stillness, cold and wide, I see there's nowhere left to hide. Not from the dirt, not from the night, but from the truth I buried tight. It ain't the grave that holds it still, it's every thought against your will. Every moment you deny becomes the place it learns to lie. And buried things don't fade with time, they just grow quiet in the mind until the silence breaks its key and shows the truth was buried deep. The truth was buried deep in me, not in the ground where none can see. No shovel breaks, no dirt can hide what's been living deep inside. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it's etched into my mind. And every road I try to seek leads me back to bury deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No past to fix, no truth to keep, just everything that runs too deep. And if you ever feel that weight in quiet earth or twisted fate, don't kneel too long, don't try to sleep. It holds every choice we make, and I remain where silence seeps, where the truth was buried deep. I've been here before. The wind whispers sins I can't deny. Every mile I go, I hear the angels cry. I bury brothers where the dust runs deep, the names carved in the bones I keep, 'cause hell follows where I ride. Burning right behind, every hoofbeat shakes the ground, every ghost I ever found. The ground was soft where I returned, like it remembered what I learned. The wind stood still, the sky hung low over something I won't show. No marketplace, no cross to keep, just quiet dirt that runs too deep. And every step I take feels weak, where the truth was buried deep. I came back late past midnight's call, where shadows stretch and silence crawls. The shovel's rust still fits my hand, like it recalls what I had planned. The trees lean in like they can hear every thought I brought back here, and every root beneath the ground feels like it's holding something down. I tried to leave, I tried to run, but distance don't erase what's done. There's a sound that wakes the darkness, right when everything goes still. Not a voice and not a warning, just a weight you start to feel. And it drags along the silence, like it's searching through the night. There's a rhythm in the distance that don't care if you're inside. First it comes in faint and distant, like it's easy to ignore. Just a shift against the quiet, like a footstep on the floor. But it grows without a pattern, slow and steady, hard to place. Like it's circling the moment, not confined to time or space. There's no source I can point toward, no direction I can choose, but it sounds a little closer every time I think I move. No light to cast, no shape to see, just something tightening on me. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's waking what should sleep. It's the sound of chains at midnight clear, no one else but I can hear. Just a dragging through the dark, like it's pulling at a mark. Oh, I tried to block it out, pretend that it's something I can't end. But every night it comes the same, like it's calling out my name. I check the doors, I check the windows, found no sign of anything. But the sound don't need an entry, it just is like it's been. There's a pattern in the scraping, like a spell in something slow. Every pause feels like a question that I'm already meant to know. I stood still to let it pass me, but it didn't move along. It just settled in the silence, like it knew where I belonged. No lock to turn, no thread to break, just something I can't separate. And every step I take to flee still keeps it walking next to me. It's the sound of chains at midnight near, closer now than I can bear. No matter where I try to stand, it's dragging right across my path. Oh, I ran, I tried to deny, but it matched me stride for stride. And every second I outran still ended where it all began. I waited once to face the hour, let the silence fall in place. Didn't move, didn't breathe, just let the dark reveal its face. And the sound came right on schedule, not behind me, through my chest. Like the weight I thought was trailing had been something I possessed. No iron links, no hands to bind me, no chain laid out in view, just a pull I couldn't measure, but I finally felt it true. It ain't the night that brings it near, it ain't a ghost you need to fear. It's everything you never free that learns to drag itself in need. And chains don't always show their weight, they move with you, they resonate. So every step you call your own might not be yours to walk alone. It's the sound and now I understand, it was never in the land. No matter how I turned to see, it was always part of me. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, let it drag me where I'd come. And every step I tried to claim was bound inside a hidden chain. Now midnight doesn't feel like time, it's just a place I fall into. Every night the sound returns, like it's something I must do. And if you ever hear it creeping when the world has gone to rest, don't look out into the darkness, you might hear it in your chest. There's a line along the skyline where the blue turns into gray. Not a cloud, not passing weather, just something pushing through the day. And the air begins to thicken, like it's learning how to choke. There's a signal in the distance, black smoke rising from below. I saw it first above the rooftops, just a thread against the light. Didn't think it meant a warning, didn't think it meant tonight. But it grew without a question, didn't bend, didn't divide, like it knew exactly where to go and didn't care who stood beside. There's a smell I can't ignore now, not quite ash, not quite decay, just a trace of something burning that won't ever fade away. No sirens yet, no voices raised, just something spreading through the haze. And every breath I try to take feels like a slow and quiet break. There's black smoke rising in the sky tonight, no way to tell what's wrong or right, just still. Let it grow against my will. The streets don't move, the doors stay closed, like no one wants to name it yet. Every window holds a shadow, trying hard not to connect. I hear a crack beneath the silence, like a structure giving in. But the sound gets lost in distance before it ever reaches skin. There's no flame for me to point at, no clear source that I can blame. Just a column drawing upward, like it's spelling out a name. No line to cross, no truth to face, just something taking up the space. And every step I take away still keeps it centered in my gaze. There's black smoke rising in the sky tonight, no clean escape, no end in sight. You can close your eyes, refuse to know, but it's still rising from below. Oh, I turned, I tried to hide, but it stretched from side to side. And every breath I tried to save just pulled it deeper into place. I walked toward it without thinking, like it had me in its pull. Every step the air got heavier, every silence growing full. No fire line, no edge to cross, no moment where it all began. Just the smoke becoming thicker, till I couldn't see where I stand. And in that blindness, slow and certain, with the world reduced to gray, I stopped searching for the source and felt it wasn't far away. It ain't the flame you need to fear, it's what you let keep burning here. Every truth you leave below finds a way to rise as smoke, and smoke don't lie, don't pretend. It shows you something at the end, so every spark you let remain will write itself across your name. There's black smoke and now I see it was never far from me. No matter how I looked away, it was rising anyway. Oh, I ran from what I knew, but it spread into my view. And every line I tried to clear just brought the darkness closer here. Now the sky's gone to shadow, and the air won't let me breathe. Every step is just a question with no answer underneath. And if you ever see it rising from a place you left behind, don't wait around to try to name it. It might already be your sign. There's a hole out past the tree line where the earth won't settle right. Shovel marks still cut the silence from a long forgotten night. But the dirt don't stay where it's thrown, and the ground don't keep its key. Something restless in the hollow, don't believe in buried sleep. I dug it deep to hide the weight of something I can't name. Every swing just made it clearer, I was digging into blame. No cross to mark, no stone to hold it, just a patch of broken land. But the wind kept shifting over like it didn't understand. I walked away before the sunrise, left no trace I could recall. But some things don't need a witness, they just follow through it all. No prayer said no final sound, just something lost beneath beneath the ground, and every step I tried to take felt like a path I couldn't break. There's no grave for the guilty tonight, no place to bury what you hide. You can cover it in dirt and lies, but it don't stay out of sight. Oh, I ran, I tried to deny every shadow passing by, but every step I take alone feels like it's already known. The ground it breathes beneath my feet, like it's trying to speak out loud. Every root and every stone pulls tighter like a shroud. There's nobody left to find there, but the space still holds the shape, like the earth remembers better every move I try to escape. I hear it when the night goes quiet, not a voice, not even sound, just a pressure in the stillness, like it's rising from the ground. No line to cross, no end to reach, just something just beyond my speech. And every truth I tried to kill is breathing somewhere deeper still. There's no grave for the guilty tonight, no dark enough to hide the sight. You can bury it 1,000 times, but it won't stay out of mind. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but it kept on finding me. And every mile I thought I gained just circled back into the same. I went back once at the break of morning, swore I'd face what I had done, but the hole was gone without a trace, like it had never been begun. No disturbed earth, no broken branches, just the land stretched clean and wide. But I felt it underneath me, like it never left my side. And in that moment, cold and certain, with the sky turned pale and thin, I stopped looking for a grave and felt it opening within. It ain't the ground that takes the blame, it ain't the dark that hides the name. It's every truth you choose to bend that digs a hole that has no end. And guilt don't rest where bodies lie, it moves, it breathes, it don't comply. So every secret left to rot becomes the thing that you are not. There's no grave for the guilty, I know, no place left to let it go. No matter how deep I've descent, it's already where I've been. Oh, I tried to make it end, tried to bury, tried to mend, but every line I crossed before just opened out a little more. Now the ground is still beneath me, but it don't feel like before. Every step is something hollow, like it's waiting for the fall. And if you ever think you've buried something you can't undo, don't look down for where it's hidden. It might be looking back at you. The engine hums like a dying breath, dragging steel across what's left. No station sign, no final call, just empty tracks and nothing at all. The headlights cut through dust and air, but there ain't no destination there. And every mile that disappears just echoes back through all these years. I bought a ticket I didn't need, paid in regret and silent greed. The conductor didn't ask my name, like it wouldn't matter all the same. The seats are worn, the windows cracked, like time itself can't double back. And every face I try to see turns away slowly from me. The train don't stop, it don't slow down, it don't care who's lost or found. And every track it rides place, and every breath I try to take feels like a quiet, slow mistake. This is the last ride to nowhere tonight. No end in sight, no wrong or right, just endless motion, cold and bare, going somewhere that ain't there. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stand, but nothing moves at my command, and every mile I can't ignore feels like I've ridden this before. The whistle cries but no one hears. It cuts through silence, not through ears, like it's calling something lost that vanished long before the cost. A suitcase sits beside my feet, filled with things I couldn't keep. Every letter, every name, just fragments that won't stay the same. I catch my face in passing glass, blurring like a fading past, and for a second I can tell I don't know me that well. The wheels don't rest, they only grind against the rails inside my mind, and every thought I try to send just circles back again. This is the last ride to nowhere tonight. No end in sight, no wrong or right, just endless motion, cold and bare, going somewhere that ain't there. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stand, but nothing moves at my command, and every mile I can't ignore feels like I've ridden this before. I walk the aisle, no doors to find, just empty rows and fading signs. No exit sign, no light ahead, just something pulling me instead. The conductor stands at the far end, not foe, not guide, not even friend. He tips his hat but doesn't speak, like answers are too weak to seek. And in that stillness, cold and drawn, I realize what I've been on. Not a train, not rails, not steel, but something I can't quite reveal. It ain't the road, it ain't the track, it's every step you can't take back. Every choice you let remain becomes a different kind of train. And nowhere ain't a place you go, it's something deep you come to know, when all the paths you tried before don't lead anywhere anymore. This is the last ride to nowhere I see, and it's been waiting here for me. No turning back, no getting off, just endless line I can't uncross. So I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but the ride is part of me, and every mile I thought I knew just fades into a darker view. No, I don't fight, I don't pretend, I ride this line that doesn't end. No past to claim, no truth to swear, just motion going nowhere. And if you ever hear that sound, steel on rails with no town around, don't climb aboard, don't take the fare, or you'll be riding nowhere. The engine fades, the tracks run thin, but something keeps me locked within, and I remain where echoes pour on the last ride to nowhere. There's a wind that moves through empty fields where the fence is lean and bow. Not a sound of something living, just a silence settling down. And the road runs slow and broken, like it's trying to forget every step that came before it, every promise left in death. I heard it from a passing voice, didn't say it loud or clear, just a phrase dropped in the distance like it didn't belong here. Said the truth don't live down south no more, if it ever did at all. It was buried in the lowlands where the roots grow deep and crawl. There's no marker where it ended, no date to carve in stone, just a stretch of land that holds it like it never stood alone. No name to call, no line to trace, just something lost without a place. And every step I took to know felt like somewhere I shouldn't go. They say the truth died in the south one night, no witness left, no wrong, no right, just something buried out of sight when no one comes to testify. Oh, I tried to find where it was laid, but every trail just seemed to fade, and every word I thought was true fell apart before it grew. The houses stand but don't remember who they held or what was said. Every window's just a shadow of the things they never kept. There's a story in the ground there, but it don't rise up to speak. It just presses through the silence in a way that feels too deep. I asked around but no one answered, not a look, not even blame, like the question itself carried something heavier than a name. No voice to break, no past to show, just something everyone will know, but never say and never claim, like speaking it would spark a flame. They say the truth died in the south that day, and no one dared to make it stay. You can dig and search and try to prove, but it don't rise up for you. Oh, I turned, I tried to believe there was something left to retrieve, but every path I thought was real just bent around what I could feel. Where the land dips low and wide, felt the weight beneath the surface, like something turned but never died. No grave to mark, no sign to follow, just a stillness thick and drawn. And I pointed, no, not clearly, just felt the truth was long since gone. Not taken, not erased by force, but left to sink without a fight, like the silence chose to keep it buried deeper than the night. It ain't the truth that disappears, it's what survives the weight of years. Every word you leave to bed finds a quieter kind of end, and places learn what not to say. They hold it in, they let it stay, so every silence passed along becomes the place where truth is gone. Now I know die alone, it was buried with what we've known. No matter how I try to see, there's nothing left that answers me. Oh, I walked, I tried to find what was left behind in time, but every step I thought was near just led me further from what's clear. Now the wind still moves through empty fields, but it don't carry what was lost. It just passes through the silence, without question, without cost. And if you ever go down south, looking for what once was true, don't expect it to be waiting. It Chains on my wrist, cold steel too tight. They called me guilty, but they never knew the hell I walked through for the truth. The law was blind, but I could see. There's a wind that moves through empty fields where the fences lean and bow. Not a sound of something living, just a silence settling down. And the road runs slow and broken, like it's trying to forget every step that came before, every promise left in debt. I heard it from a passing voice, didn't say it loud and clear, just a there's a stain beneath the surface where the light won't settle right. No matter how I turn away, it darkens in the sight. And the room don't hold a memory, but it feels like something stayed, like a mark I tried to cover, never really went away. I washed my hands in cold water till the skin began to break. Thought if I could numb the feeling, I could wash out what it takes. But the lines are still familiar, every crease a quiet trace, like it's written in the pattern I can't ever rearrange. There's no red left in the daylight, no proof I can defend, but I see it in the corners where the shadows never end. No witness there, no voice to call, just something deeper than it all. And every breath I force to stay feels like it's giving me away. It's the blood I tried to hide tonight, no stain in view, no wrong, no right, just something seeping through the cracks. No matter how I hold it back, oh, I tried to clean, I tried to deny every place it might survive, but every step I take inside leads me back to what I hide. I burned the clothes, erased the outline, left no shape to recognize, but the smell of something fading still returns without a sign. There's no color left to point at, no mark upon the floor, but the space it used to occupy feels heavier than before. I hear it in the quiet moments, not a sound but something near, like a presence in the stillness that refuses to disappear. No thread to cut, no past to end, just something I can't comprehend. And every truth I push aside finds another way to rise. It's the blood I tried to hide tonight, no trace to prove, no clear inside. You can bury it beneath your name, but it doesn't fade the same. Oh, I turned, I tried to divide who I was from what I had, but every line I tried to erase just reappeared in its place. I stood still in the reflection, tried to see what I became, but the glass don't show the damage, it just holds me all the same. No mark to claim, no wound to follow, nothing I can clearly see, but the weight of what I buried still moves somewhere under me. And in that silence, cold and steady, with no proof I could deny, I stopped searching for the stain and felt it wasn't outside. It ain't the blood upon your skin, it's what you carry deep within. Every truth you try to clear leaves a mark that stays right here. And time don't wash what you conceal, it only does what you can feel. So every trace you try to hide finds another place inside. It's the blood and now I understand, it was never in my hands. No matter how I tried to clean, it's in every in-between. Oh, I ran, I tried to deny, but it never left my side. And every step I thought was new just pulled me deeper in And if you ever try to bury something you can't justify, don't look down to see what's hidden. You might feel it in your mind.
Come in fire and flame, just a quiet smile and a borrowed name. The door swung wide, though I locked it tight, like he'd been waiting all my life. The air went still, the shadows spun when I shook hands with the devil's son. And something deep inside me knew there's things a man can't undo. Too clean for dusty ground and boots that never made a sound. He said, I heard you've lost your way, been running hard but here to stay. I laughed like I had something left, but all I had was empty breath. He placed a paper on the table, wood. It's a sign of slow, it'll do you good. But every word I tried to read felt like it shifted back at me. The pen felt cold inside my hand, like it already knew the plan. And every thought I tried to form just bent beneath this quiet storm. I made a deal with the devil's son. Now I can't escape what I've become. No chains, no fire, no burning throne, just something living in my bones. So I tried to walk, I tried to run, but you can't outright what's already done. And every breath I take alone feels like it's no longer my own. The room went dark without a change, like light itself had turned estranged. He didn't move, he didn't blink, just watch me slowly start to sink. I asked him what the price would be. He said, you'll learn it gradually, and smiled like it wasn't cruel, but something worse than any rule. The walls bent in the air grew tight, like truth was hiding out of sight. And every second ticking through felt like it already knew. I signed it quick, I signed it blind, like I could leave it all behind. But every line I tried to flee just carved itself inside of me. I made a deal with the devil's son. Now I can't escape what I've become. No chains, no fire, no burning throne, just something living in my bones. Oh, I tried to walk, I tried to run, but you can't outright what's already done. And every breath I take alone feels like it's no longer my own. I saw him once in a passing street where strangers turn but never meet. He tipped his hat and walked on by like I was just another lie. No hell below, no sky above, just something twisted out of love. A quiet shift I can't explain that settles deeper into pain. And every mirror shows me less of who I was before the mess, like something took what I once knew and left behind a different view. It ain't a soul you give away, it's every choice you let decay. Every truth you choose to bend becomes the deal you can't amend. And devils don't need flame or sin, they just find never been my own. Now I don't pray, I don't confess, I walk around what's left of less. No past to claim, no truth to own, just something colder than a stone. And if you ever hear that knock, soft and slow, right on your block, don't let him in, don't play his game, or you'll forget your own damn name. The door still creaks, the night stands still, and something bends against my will, and I remain where shadows run, with the deal I made with the devil's son. Beneath the black oak tree, with a change you forged to silence me. I throw the dirt and say your last goodbye, but don't you dare believe I'll die. And 'cause the thunder knows my name too well, I walk through fire and I've lived through hell. I hear the devil whisper soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way, I'll rise again come judgment day. The water used to run so clear, you could see the stones from here. But something changed beneath the lights, the creek ran red that night. The willows bowed, the air stood still, like the dog had found its will. And every ripple in my sight held secrets from that night. We came down late past the old dirt road, where the quiet carries a heavy load. No moon to guide, no stars to speak, just shadows leaning on the creek. The ground was soft, the air was wrong, like it had been waiting all along for footsteps that would break the calm and bring a kind of harm. He said it's done, it's all behind, but I could hear it in his mind, that nothing buried stays that way. It finds a night to come and stay. The water whispered low and thin, like it was pulling something in. And every breath I tried to take felt like a choice I couldn't break. The creek ran red that night, I swear, no reflection left to stare. No turning back, no clean goodbye, just something drifting by. Oh, I tried to look away to run, but you can't undo what's done. And every step I tried to fight still led me back that night. The current slowed but didn't stop, like it refused to let it drop. And every swirl along the bend looked like it knew the end. No voices called, no warnings came, just silence thick enough to name every fear I tried to keep, now rising from the deep. I saw it move beneath the flow, not fast, not clear, just enough to know that something more than water ran, that something carried man. The trees leaned in, the shadows spread, like they were feeding off the red. And every second stretching tight pulled me deeper in the night. The creek ran red that night, I know, no place left for it to go, no prayer to say, no hand to guide, just truth you cannot hide. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it carved into my mind. And every road I try to find still leads me back that time. I knelt down by the water's edge, where dark and memory both converge, and in the surface barely still I saw the shape against my will. Not clear enough to call a face, but something fixed within that place, like it had always been right there, waiting in the stare. I reached out slow but pulled away, like touch wouldn't make it choose to stay. And in that moment, cold and wide, I knew what I denied. It ain't the creek, it ain't the flow, it's everything we choose not to know. Every act we try to bury deep finds a current it can keep, and water don't forget or lie. It just reflects what passes by, till every truth you tried to fight runs red within the night. The creek ran red that night for me, not just what others couldn't see. No washing clean, no end in sight, just endless trace of that night. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to flee, but it keeps running inside me, and every breath I take feels tight, like I'm still there that night. Now I don't walk that road again, where water bends through hollow land. No past to fix, no truth to mend, just something waiting at the bend. And if you ever hear that stream whisper soft like half a dream, don't follow close, don't trust your sight, or you'll see what ran that night. The water flows but not the same, it carries more than just a name. And I remain where wrong feels right, since the creek ran red that night. There's a glow beneath the surface, not a flame you'd recognize. No smoke rising through the ceiling, just a heat behind my eyes. And the walls don't show the damage, no charred lines, no blackened stone, but there's something slowly burning in a place I can't disown. I tried to drown it in the quiet, let it sink without a trace, buried deep beneath the moments I refuse to ever face. But it flickers in the silence, like it's feeding on the dark. Every memory I buried leaves behind a single spark. There's no match, no hand to strike it, no clear moment it began, just a warmth that turns to pressure every time I think I can. And no ash to sweep, no flame to see, just something growing under me. And every breath I hold too long feels like it's feeding what is wrong. There's a fire still burning inside tonight, no smoke to show, no warning light, just something steady, cold and bright that never fades no matter how I fight. Oh, I tried to put it out, I tried to bury it where it could hide, but every time I close my eyes a little more alive. It don't rage like wild destruction, it don't scream or tear apart. It just lingers in the background like a pulse beneath the heart. Every word I leave unspoken, every truth I let decay, turns to fuel I never noticed till it starts to find its way. I see it in the smallest fractures, in the way my hands will shake, like it's waiting for a moment, for the surface just to break. No water strong enough to drown what never really settled down, and every step I take away just feeds the heat I can't betray. There's a fire still burning inside tonight, no blaze to fear, no end inside, just something hidden out of view that grows stronger the more I refuse. Oh, I ran, I tried to divide what I felt from what I hide, but every line I draw between just burns away what's in between. I stood still in the reflection, tried to trace it to its start, but it wasn't in the mirror, it was deeper than the part. No single spark to point a finger, no one else to take the blame, just a slow and steady burning that don't answer to a name. And in that quiet realization, with no place left to pretend, I stopped trying just to fight it, and felt it moving like a friend. It ain't the flame that does the harm, it's what you keep beneath the calm. Every truth you choose to smother finds a way to burn another, and fire don't need air to grow when it's something you won't show. So every piece you push aside becomes the heat you hold inside. There's a fire and now I see it clear, it was always living here. No matter how I tried to run, it's been part of what I've become. Oh, I won't fight, I won't deny what survives and won't comply, and every flame I feared before is something I can't ignore. Now the glow don't feel like danger, but it don't feel safe at all. It just stays there, never fading, like it's waiting for the call. And if you ever feel that pressure with no reason you can find, don't look out for where it's coming. There's a fire still burning inside.
Falls in hollow rings, like it knows what silence brings. Each strike echoes slow and deep, where the restless never sleep. The lid comes down on what once seemed like something more than broken dreams. And every breath I couldn't save gets buried with it in the grave.
heard none, just the sound of what was done. The crowd was thin, the sky was gray, like even light had turned away. And every face I tried to read looked like it knew what I would be. A shovel leaned against the ground, like it was waiting for a sound to break the stillness cold and tight, but nothing ever made it right. The dirt don't rush, it falls too slow, like it's got something left to show. And every tear I tried to hide just stayed somewhere deep inside. Coffin nails and broken dreams tonight. Nothing here feels wrong or right, just quiet loss I can't redeem. And everything we couldn't be, oh, I tried to hold what slipped away, but it never chose to stay. And every hope I used to keep now lies beneath in buried sleep. I traced the grain along the wood, like somehow that might do some good. But all I felt was empty space, where time erased a living face. The wind came through without a sound, didn't move a thing around, like even nature chose to wait for something I can't articulate. A name was called but felt too light for all the weight of that last night. And every letter etched in place couldn't bring back what it replaced. The ground closed in without a fight, like it had practiced all its life. And every word I didn't say just faded into gray. Coffin nails and broken dreams tonight. Nothing here feels wrong or right, just quiet loss I can't redeem. And everything we couldn't be, oh, I tried to hold what slipped away, but it never chose to stay. And every hope I used to keep now lies beneath in buried sleep. The last nail struck, the echo died, and something in me went with it inside. Not buried deep, not laid to rest, just something missing in my chest. The preacher left, the crowd moved on, like grief was something quickly gone. But I remained where silence grew, with nothing left to hold on to. And in that stillness, cold and wide, I saw the truth I tried to hide, that broken dreams don't fade or end, they just reshape and bend. It ain't the coffin, ain't the grave, it's everything we couldn't save. Every chance we let slip through becomes the weight that follows you. And dreams don't die, they settle low in places only we can know, till every step you try to take feels like something starts to break. Coffin nails and broken dreams remain etched in memory and pain. No healing hand, no time to mend, just something that won't ever end. Oh, I tried to walk, I tried to flee, but it still walks right next to me. And every breath I take alone feels like I'm standing at that stone. Now I don't speak, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No past to fix, no truth to claim, just quiet echoes and a name. And if you ever stand this ground, where silence is the loudest sound, don't linger long, don't try to see what's buried deep inside of me. The hammer steel, the night runs deep, where broken dreams are laid to sleep. And I remain where shadows gleam, with coffin nails and broken dreams.